Hello again. I just had a chance to view Lester Holt's NBC report on the modern upscale ski resort in North Korea. Lester's cheery account seemed to point out that there is indeed a positive side to life up in the north. And if you haven't seen it, here's a YouTube link to follow where you can view it. Please do take a look. This brief piece of network journalism stands as a perfect example of what Western media has become. Lester is beaming and fawning over the wonderful high-end ski resort while many Koreans in brand new, stylish winter garb are mulling around there right in front of the camera. He states that he has spoken to many of these families. It does seem rather odd, and look for it in the video. Here's the NBC direct link. There doesn't seem to be anyone on skis on any of those mountain slopes that are visible in the background. There's no comment from Lester on that. I wonder if he didn't catch that detail. He did find, however, a chance to squeeze in a mention of the U.S. sanctions on North Korea and how those sanctions are causing so much hardship on this country. What the? Lester, is that a suggestion that these sanctions are the root cause of the dismal North Korean economy? Is that the implication in your report? Really? No mention here about the contrast of this luxury resort compared to the fact that almost half of North Korea is undernourished. Where is the demonization of the North Korean 1%ers who have the time and the resources to come here and ski for the weekend while their brothers and sisters are starving? There's no mention that a single day at this facility would cost the average North Korean more than a month of his income. That, of course, doesn't take into account the cost of that nice brand new ski apparel that's being worn here. And there is no mention in Lester's report that this wonderful Sonnoritz of North Korea was built and is maintained with slave labor conditions. Lester, when you talked to those families, did you ask them about any of this? No, I didn't see any of that. No, this was just a little NBC tribute to the happy side of Kim Jong-il's kingdom. The extraordinary contrast of a prosperous South Korea and an impoverished North Korea, that presents a very awkward reality to leftist propagandists who sit in front of cameras today. First of all, there are several political parties represented in South Korea's National Assembly. Left-wing parties are included there. But in North Korea, as in all leftist regimes, there's one party. Second, the president of South Korea is elected and to a single 5-year term, and then he's done. The glorious leader of North Korea is there for life. And third, the prosperity of the South is a result of free enterprise and the capitalist system, while the poverty in the North is the fruit of a socialist communist dictatorship. I don't think you're going to see a multi-segment report from NBC or any of the other network, cable, or print media outlets that examines that contrast in those terms. It just doesn't fit their narrative. It's clear that the leftists in charge of news reporting in this country are opposed to free enterprise, and that they would prefer a single-party political system so long as it's socialist. And it's also clear that they were delighted to have a glorious, glamorous, enlightened leader such as they enjoyed for 8 years and would have been very happy to keep him in office indefinitely. And they were shocked and appalled that the deplorables who live in flyover country were so stupid that they foiled the plan to elect the appointed successor. It is clear that the terms slanted journalism and biased reporting are no longer strong enough expressions to describe the situation. When the Fourth Estate, as an institution, has unified itself to influence opinions and guide the populace to a conclusion, their conclusion, rather than report the facts. It's clearly become propaganda, pure and simple. Take heart, you lefties. You may have lost the White House this time, but your propaganda machine is strong, powerful, far-reaching. You still control the media news outlets. This simple little NBC tidbit on North Korea is lost in the sea of your daily effort to guide America into a socialist state. Your own propaganda machine in Hollywood produces our entertainment. I can't remember the last new movie that I attended that didn't have something in it to deceive the viewer and promote the party line. And you own public educational system, where you are revising history and indoctrinating the young. You control the effort to guide the minds of children to accept socialism. Take heart, lefties. It has taken you decades to get yourself into this position of power that you have here. Nah, one little last hurrah from the deplorable lovers of freedom and liberty, it's probably just a bump in the road for you. Or is it? Thanks for watching. See you again soon. That is, of course, unless the thought police put a stop to my little ramblings here. Okay, bye now.